Aaron, you alluded to the fact that you were light at the back end of the bullpen before the game. When did you know you were going to go to Mark Leiter Jr. in that situation?
Probably before the game. Any save situation, I was gonna use Mark tonight. But I actually wanted to get him a little bit of rest too. So it was gonna be save only. Obviously Clark put us in a really good position there, giving us 6 really stellar innings, and then it was really encouraging to see Hammy come in and get 5 big outs for us. So that was huge. And then obviously Timmy Hill coming in and getting a lefty on the ground with 1 pitch. Great job by the whole pitching staff and the defense tonight, and making 1 run stand up.
What is it about Leiter Jr.'s stuff, his demeanor on the mound, that led you to believe he could handle that spot?
Oh, he's super competitive. He the bigger the spot, I think the more he thrives. Again, whether you get a result or not, like he's fearless out there, and stuff's been good all year. With the better velocity with the sinker, he's using the curveball really effectively, and then obviously the splitter. So just a really good job there by him. After Adele smokes that first pitch of the inning off him, we get a big out there, and then he goes to work.
The called third strike on O'Hoppe. JC a little bit beat up throughout the course of the night. What did you think of the job he did framing that pitch?
I thought JC had a great night back there. Like you said, he took some good shots there tonight. But more of what we've seen really all year from him behind the plate. Great job working with the pitchers, calling the game. The skill of receiving, he did a real nice job for us.
Is this more of what you expected from Mark Leiter when you guys got him last year?
Yeah, I think it's just, look, I mean, he ended up being really good for us in the biggest of moments. Last year it was a little bit up and down in those final couple months, but he had some good moments in there, and then finished really strong in the postseason for us when he got on the roster. So. But, right away, I think we noticed this year that the stuff was crisper, more life to the fastball or to the sinker. He's up probably 2-3 miles an hour with that pitch, and which is allowing his breaking ball and his splitter to play even a little bit better.
There are people concerned about the rotation going into the season because of the injuries, but 16 games in a row now with 3 or fewer runs, I think 9 runs or 8 runs in the last 9 games. It's really 5 deep right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, credit to those guys. They're getting it done. Those guys are giving us a great opportunity every time they go out now for a month. It was a little rough for us the first few weeks as we were kind of trying to get settled a little bit, but those guys have really fueled this kind of run we've been able to go on to really, go out and win a number of series. It starts with the starting pitching.
Aaron, you mentioned the run you're on right now. You get the series sweep, 7th consecutive series win. I believe you guys have won 16 out of 20. It seems even louder in there than it normally does. How would you describe just the mood, what's going on in that room right now?
Yeah, I mean, look, anytime you get a sweep, it's not easy to do in this league. So there's that excitement, knowing we're going into an off day and we're not going far. It's like you kind of look to those off days, and you get a sweep into an off day, and you do it on a night when you're staying away from a few guys. So some other guys really step up in some big roles. Pretty cool, and makes for a good day tomorrow.
You don't see a lot of 1-0 games these days. What's it like to win it and to manage it and to be part of something?
Yeah, it's fun. I think we had one a week or two ago. But yeah, they are rare. It's a lot of fun being here in Southern California for me. A little bit of a homecoming, and I always love Angel Stadium and my seat in the dugout there, and and then your competitive juices get going anytime you're in a close ball game, and through this stretch, I feel like we've found ourselves in quite a bit of close games, and fortunately we've been starting to win some of those.
Aaron, Clark's pitch count seemed like it was really elevating throughout those first 2 innings. Just how was he kind of able to rein it in a little bit there and give you 6?
Yeah, I thought he was sharp overall. They added some deeper counts. They were fouling a lot of pitches off, so running the count up a little bit. A couple times he did get in a little bit of a pickle. He really made a lot of really good pitches. So I thought the sweeper was really good tonight. Mixed in the sinker with his cutter, and I thought he was sharp tonight, much sharper than his last time out.
Too early intentional walks to judge.
Yeah, the first one caught me a little off guard. The second one, probably kind of expecting a little bit with second and third, and just the lefty today. So, look, that's going to happen periodically. It just depends on the situation, the team. So maybe the first one caught me off guard a little bit.